Paul.
Yeah.
What have you been playing lately?
I finally bid on Bastion last week and been playing.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm very happy to see that Greg Cassavant's script is quite interesting and fun. So good for him. I'm glad that he finally landed on a team that is able to utilize a lot of his interesting writing capabilities, I guess. Because I know for a while he was doing some horrible Command and Conquer games that didn't sell well and were complete ass to play. So. No, I'm really glad that he found his niche. I mean, like I said, I've been a big fan of his, when he was a game journalist, so I'm very happy to see that.
Oh, is that his history? I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, remember a couple of months ago...
He used to be, was he editor-in-chief at GameStop?
Yeah. He was probably my favorite. Him and Shu were probably my favorite gaming journalists back in the day. And when he left, I mean, he said that he left to join a development team, and he ended up landing with EA and doing some crappy games. And then he moved on to join the Bastion team. I forget the name of the company. It escapes me, so I do apologize. But he did all the writing for the game, and it's fantastic. I mean, I know last week you mentioned that you were really enjoying the interesting writing, and that's all him. So
yeah, I thought I really sort of appreciated it. It's Super Giant Games, by the way.
There you go.
How much flavor the writing had to it. I really thought it was very sort of kind of punchy and memorable, and it wasn't like kind of flat and immediately forgettable.
And I'm very happy that the game is super, super fun. Like, the gameplay is tight enough that I'm actually spending time doing the little challenges so I can unlock little bonuses and bonus abilities. It's just that much fun. So,
and all the little weapon combat rooms.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've spent hours with those, just trying to...
Have you really?
Yeah, because it's just like... I know that if I just practice enough, I can get it done. It's not like it's all based on my skill and practice, and I found that really surprising and enjoyable. I haven't done that.
Well, is it like a shooting gallery kind of thing? Or
yeah.
Like
different weapons have different attributes. Like the bow and arrow, you can walk around while you're charging up the bow and arrow, and there's this little revolver, and you have to stand still while you shoot it. And one of the challenges is for the revolver, you go down 3 different paths, and as you're walking along, the path behind you is falling. So you have to basically time it so that you shoot and move, and you have to basically, master the mechanic of shooting, moving, and rolling so you can shoot all the different targets, and then the highest score, getting a certain score, will unlock different bonuses for your character, which I thought was really cool. It's a good way of teaching the player how to master the mechanics and also reward them at the same time and give them a challenge. So it's old school in the way it's approached, but I find it very enjoyable, and the story is super interesting. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I like the way that it's kind of being petered out to me, and I really do want to figure out what exactly, the calamity, what exactly happened, and it's really, really well done.
I'm at the point in the game where you're starting to get shadows of the different sort of factions of people that lived.
Yeah, we may want to keep spoilers to a minimum.
Don't tell me what happens.
No. I'm trying really hard to not blow anything, but I appreciate that there is a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of like layers of history that sort of are peeled away, to overuse my analogy, as you're playing the game, and sort of motives of characters and their backstories of stuff sort of come up. And yeah, there's a lot to it, which I think is what I'm trying to stress here is that I'm impressed with the depth of it.
Yeah, it's almost like, you're being told a story with the narration that's going on. So as you're like learning what's going on, you have this interesting narration that's being told to you, which I thought it just works really well. The entire game just comes together really well, and it's gorgeous, and it plays really. It's old school in its gameplay mechanics, but it just works so well. And for $15, it's definitely a must buy.
I think that's my weekend plan. I was kind of planning ahead. I was like, oh, next weekend would be good for some Bastion.
Maybe we can do a 0.5 episode at some point and spoil the hell out of it.
I would definitely be down for that, because this. Yeah. I mean, I've had my eye on this game for a long time since I heard about it, and I'm just glad everything came together. I mean, it's rare for these indie games to have this much polish behind them and still have really tight gameplay mechanics and an interesting story thrown on top of it. I mean, it's a perfect storm, I think. What was it, Super Giant Games?
Yes.
I expect big things from this group in the future.
I get it.
Without spoiling anything about the story, I think everything is fantastic.
And I discovered recently, if you don't have a 360, it's also coming out on Steam on the PC next week.
Oh, fun.
So you can try it out there.
Although
PS3 owners are still out of luck. Sorry.